Imagine owning the largest bookstore in human history. Not writing the books, not printing the books, not editing the books, only controlling how readers discover them. Millions of authors compete for visibility. Millions of readers search for ideas, stories, knowledge, solutions. And somewhere between them, an invisible network quietly captures the flow. For centuries, publishing was controlled by scarcity. Scarcity of printing presses, scarcity of distribution, scarcity of shelf space. Only a few books could reach the public. Only a few authors could enter the market. Then the internet removed the bottlenecks. Anyone could publish. Anyone could distribute. Anyone could become an author, at least in theory, because one bottleneck survived: discovery. Most people think publishing is about books. It isn't. Books are merely the visible output. The real product is reader attention. This is not a publishing business. It is an attention business. And the operators who understand this distinction quietly position themselves between creators and audiences. Today, we decode the blueprint behind the digital book network, a system transforming publishing into infrastructure.
To control a system, you must first understand its architecture. Most readers see books, titles, covers, genres, reviews, recommendations. But books are only the visible layer. Beneath the interface exists a much larger machine. Layer 1, the creation layer. Millions of authors producing intellectual property. Layer 2, the discovery layer. Search systems, recommendation engines, ranking algorithms, review networks. Layer 3, the distribution layer. The infrastructure delivering content to readers. Most creators focus on writing. History repeatedly rewards those who coordinate writing, because content creates supply. Discovery creates demand. Most people see books. The architect sees flows.
Physical bookstores have limits. Limited shelves, limited inventory, limited exposure. Digital networks operate differently. Shelf space becomes infinite. Inventory becomes unlimited. Selection becomes global. This creates a fascinating shift. The value no longer comes from deciding what enters the shelf. The value comes from deciding what gets discovered. Notice what happens. As more authors publish, content expands. As content expands, readers gain more choice. As readers gain more choice, discovery becomes increasingly important. And whoever controls discovery gradually becomes the most powerful actor in the ecosystem, not because they own the books, because they organize the attention. The greatest challenge in publishing is no longer production. Production has become abundant. The greatest challenge is visibility. Every year, millions of new books enter the market. Most disappear almost immediately, not because they lack quality, because they lack discovery. This creates one of the most powerful positions in the digital economy: the recommendation layer, the ranking layer, the visibility layer. The infrastructure deciding which books appear and which remain invisible. Over time, the network accumulates something more valuable than inventory: behavioral intelligence, knowledge about what readers search for, what they buy, what they finish, what they abandon. The strongest publishing platforms understand this. They are not merely bookstores. They are attention allocation systems. And whoever allocates attention often shapes demand itself.
This brings us to the blueprint. Most entrepreneurs ask, what book should I write? A more powerful question exists. What reader flow can I coordinate? The strongest opportunities often emerge where valuable knowledge remains fragmented. Professional education, industry insights, specialized expertise, niche interests, emerging fields. Identify recurring demand, then identify friction, discovery friction, trust friction, recommendation friction, access friction. Build infrastructure around those bottlenecks, not around books, around readers. The reader does not care how the system operates. The reader cares about relevance, trust, convenience, and outcomes. The technology becomes invisible. The discovery becomes valuable. And when discovery becomes essential, the infrastructure becomes indispensable. This is where leverage emerges, not from writing every book, but from connecting every book to the right audience.
The industrial economy scaled production. The internet economy scaled information. The platform economy is scaling discovery. Most people see authors. Most people see books. Most people see publishing. The architect sees infrastructure, a recommendation layer, an attention network, a scalable utility. The technology will improve. Publishing will become easier. Artificial intelligence will generate more content. The number of books will continue to grow, but the underlying principle remains unchanged. The greatest fortunes are rarely built by creating every idea. They are built by controlling the systems through which ideas travel. Most people write books. The architect controls discovery. Most people create knowledge. The architect organizes attention. Most people compete for readers. The architect builds the network connecting readers and ideas. Because in the modern economy, content is abundant, distribution is valuable, attention is scarce, and scarcity creates power. This is Nexera, Decoding Systems, Architecting Wealth.